Yo, what's up, guys? It's Dom, and you're tuning in to Talks with Dom, where we touch on a series of topics that dives into the creator within. Over time, the goal is to help each and every one of you partaking in this transformation to better understand who and where you are on your journey, right? So let's chop it up. All right, so we're on to point 16, right? And excuse me, guys, for the last video and this video and stuff. If you can tell and stuff, I'm kind of all like, my nose, everything is all kind of clogged up, right? So if you kind of hear me like I'm speaking different and everything like that, and just kind of just doing all of that the whole time, and just know, just because I just got like a bug or something like that, guys. So I'm trying to get over this as quick as possible. But we're on to the next one, though, right? The questions that run your life. Right. The quality of your life is often determined by the questions you unconsciously ask yourself, right? Let's go into that. Why does this always happen to me? Right. I've heard a couple people that say that. I've been one that said that before, right? What if I fail? Of course, definitely said that before. Am I enough? Right. I feel like as creators and stuff, as we're stepping closer into who we're supposed to be and where we're supposed to be going, I feel like that we have to go through a transformation of the way that we look at ourselves and the way that we look at the things that's around us, right? We have to be able to tap into our mindset in a different kind of way than before of us tapping into the person that's on the inside, right? The creator that's on the inside of each and every one of us, right? So understanding that, like, when certain things happen in life, right? And I may have touched on this again before, but in a sense, I kind of want to touch on it from a different angle in this video, right? But when we go through life and have certain things that happen, right? Certain questions that arise from things that happen in our lives, right? Meaning, like, in a sense of going about our purpose, right? So if we know that we're on the path of figuring that out, right? Is this something that's for me, right? Is this something that's in the path of my truth? You know what I mean? Is this something that could change the way that everything looks that's around me, right? Does what I'm walking into just change me, or does it change the people that's around me too? Right? So now it's just more of like the questions of what if I fail shouldn't be the question. The better question should be, what is this truly trying to teach me? Because now understanding, when that perspective is changed, it's more of a shift in the way that you look at that now, the way that you feel about that now, right? I feel like that more creators, right, become who they're supposed to be when they learn how to look at where they're going in a better light, right? When they learn how to look at the journey that they're already walking through in a sense of, okay, what's the next step? Like, where should I be going, right? Okay, if this is the next thing that I should be trying out, okay, what do I need to learn here, right? What do I need to be able to adapt here? Understanding that every challenge, like, it's going to be challenges that come about, right? Rather than like, dang, like, why is, like, this shouldn't be happening like this. Like, this can't be happening to me. No, for sure, it's not happening to us. It's happening for us on a day-to-day, right? Happening because sometimes that certain situations need to happen for us in order for us to be able to realize why, like, it needed to happen, right? certain situations aren't here to just be a punisher. Certain situations are here to be, in a sense, like a teacher, right? Like a counselor, right? Just guidance for the time being, right? And it's almost like these challenges are stepping stones to where we're headed. And I feel like that God tends to do that in a sense of almost kind of like rubbing your back as you're walking down the path, right? And it may not seem like it when you're walking through it, but as you're going through it and you stumble, hit your head, trip over some stuff, fall into a hole, get out of it. It seems like almost like you may be walking down like the wrong path because of all of the turbulence throughout that time. But in a sense, these things are just here to teach us and be able to build character within us, right? Giving us a better understanding and giving us more experience and more depth on ways to create and how to create, like, right, and why to create. Man, I feel like that kind of just came out of nowhere, but that's definitely the path, right? Instead of right. So what is this trying to teach me, right? Who do I need to become, right? Or another one, what's possible from here? That's a big one, because understanding, okay, once you go through all of these things, now it's just like, okay, now, like, what can I truly become from that? And once you see, just as we said before, from the experiences of going through the loops and the holes and trips and falls and bumps and stuff like that, you start to see like, oh, okay, I had to go through that, right? A person that is not going down this path may have to go through different challenges. So for me having to go through these things and me having this understanding and this perspective that I have, I can put this into where I'm headed, right? It's kind of crazy of how once we go through these things, we start to bump into people that are at the beginning of where we're in the middle of or towards the end of, right? To be able to be like, hey, like, well, this is what happened when this thing happened to me, right? This is what I was thinking when this thing had happened to me, rather than thinking about it the way that, you know what I mean? Like, these things happen in alignment as you're walking where you're supposed to. So it's more of like that mental and being able to be aware of yourself and understanding that the thought process behind the steps you take have to be not just strategic, but more just in thoughts of possibility, right? Rather than limited to I can only do it like this or like that, because now you're not truly giving yourself room to expand the way that you're supposed to. I don't feel like that the challenges are here to keep us narrowed down. I feel like that they're here to expand us in ways that we're supposed to expand, right? So just being able to see it like that, right? Just on a day-to-day, guys, when we're taking these steps, becoming aware of the kind of questions that are coming to mind as we take steps. You know what I mean? Getting close to the purpose, right? Let's ask some better questions, guys. Let's get more in depth with the way we feel about these things. You know what I mean? Our perspective on these things, right? But yeah, guys, until the next one, though.